Hello, my name is William Wubbenhorst and I am the Associate Commissioner of the Family and Youth Services Bureau, more widely known as FYSB.
And I'm Debbie Powell, Deputy Associate Commissioner of FYSB.
We would like to provide you with a brief overview of our office, which has the mission of supporting organizations and communities that work every day to address the needs of youth experiencing homelessness, support healthy choices to prevent adolescent pregnancy, and serve the needs of victims of domestic violence. FYSB is one of two bureaus within the Department of Health and Human Services: Administration for Children and Families, Administration on Children, Youth, and Families.
The foundation for FYSB began over 40 years ago when the Runaway and Homeless Youth Act created the first line of defense for young people who had run away from home, become homeless, or been made to leave home by their families. The Act authorized 3 runaway and homeless youth grant programs that enable community-based organizations and shelters to serve and protect runaway, homeless, missing, and sexually exploited youth.
Since then, FYSB has grown to administer 3 major grant programs: the Runaway and Homeless Youth Program, the Family Violence Prevention and Services Program, and the Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention Program.
On any given day, FYSB programs open their doors to youth who are homeless, offer shelter and supportive services to survivors of domestic violence and their children. They also increase awareness about the prevalence of domestic violence and highlight the importance of healthy relationships among teens and young people. FYSB also funds research-driven programs in neighborhoods across America to help prevent pregnancy and the spread of sexually transmitted diseases among adolescents.
As FYSB's Associate Commissioner, I have the distinct honor to lead our grantees as well as a dedicated team of public stewards who work within our central office in Washington, D.C. and 10 regional offices throughout the country. Many of our highly accomplished staff have directed, researched, or championed programming in support of vulnerable youth, adults, and families for over 20 years. Having successful programs is very important to me. As Associate Commissioner, I have set forth what I consider to be a 3-legged stool to increase FYSB's success. Debbie, my staff, and I believe the 3 components that make up the stool are critically important to help ensure that organizationally we meet our mission. The first leg is accountability. This leg has been developed to ensure that the mandated taxpayer dollars authorized by Congress to FYSB are used to obtain the highest return on its investment.
The second leg of the stool is collaboration. For FYSB, collaborating means partnering with faith-based and community organizations, businesses, foundations, and other service providers at a high level so that our clients can obtain access to mainstream services and social capital.
The third and final leg of the stool is sustainability. This leg instructs us to communicate to our grantees the importance of implementing stellar programs while also planning for continued excellence. To best support our grantees in this area, we assist them in developing logic models, cost-benefit analyses, and return on investment measures that help them demonstrate not only a return on the federal investment, such as reduced taxpayer costs associated with juvenile delinquency and teen pregnancy, for example, but also their capacity to sustain themselves beyond the financial support that FYSB awards.
We believe these 3 legs will support the pathway toward more safe and stable housing, education and employment, social and emotional well-being, and permanent social connections, all of which are instrumental to achieving self-sufficiency. Although there are several components which emphasize our values and unwavering commitments, please remember that at our core, FYSB is an organization that believes the youth and adults that are served through our programs can and will succeed in reaching their future goals.
We invite you to communicate any ideas you may have that would allow our Bureau to be a strong support office for America's youth and families in need. And we want to thank you for your interest. For more information about how FYSB is helping to change lives in your state, community, and neighborhood, please go to acf.hhs.gov/FYSB. And again, thank you.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at taxpayer expense.